Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet, and today we're checking out October Popular Mechanics 1988. Love 1988. Lots was going on. Geez, I think Wave 1 of Ninja Turtles was out, and I was one happy boy back then. Got a lovely retrofuturism cover here. We have a undersea family sightseeing submarine. Now, I bet that didn't get very far because I know a lot of situations where individuals try to privately make submarines and it just doesn't work. But hopefully this is just the case where you go out and buy it and get the maintenance done by the maintenance guys. I wonder how that worked out. And here you can definitely see we are in the habit of advertising next year's models. Now, I don't know when it comes to trucks, but when it came to video games, you'd have GamePro that went and they would just they would do a review for the beta copy that they were given, basically. And then you get Electronic Gaming Monthly that would wait until the commercial version was available, because sometimes things were actually changed between the two. And I often wonder if they ever had that problem with cars. Cut guard, no nicks. It's actually just, glue that you spray on your face. Yeah. Now, back in the day in the 80s, you'd look at that and you'd appreciate all the time and craftsmanship that went into making each and every little bit of that. I bet that thing would be pretty heavy, and if you dropped it on your toe, you'd probably lose a nail. And these days, people would just see that as kind of like a wood pile, and everyone would be like, oh, I'm trying to be minimalist, and there's too much going on there. It's interesting to see how far things have gone. I mean, from 1900 to 1950, things really took off. You had a lot of situations where kids going off to the city and coming home to farmers, dad saying, Dad, you need to get a tractor. I don't think we've come quite that far in this 50 years, but society is changing drastically. Society is changing quicker than technology has, for the most part. It's interesting how we went from left to right to DEI, pronouns, and all of that fun stuff. I'm not getting into that stuff. But I do want to talk about the Marlboro Man with the yeller coat and the cigarettes. I wonder if the horse is smoking too. Always love the retrofuturism. Oh, look, they made a little window for Herbie to look through. Very nice. So when Popular Mechanics went to this bigger page version, they really started packing in a frick ton of a lot more information and pictures. TV glasses for poorly sighted. That could work? What, a crisper image closer up? I don't care. I think it's pretty cool. Now check it out. I'm rich. Haha, this is an ad I really like. Hot, hot, hot. It wouldn't be 80s if we didn't have a Transformer-esque grid going on in the advertisement section. It's legitimately interesting how tall a farm boy can be next to a classic car. You love chaw? Then get some chaw and we might give you one of these big trucks, but a warning, this might cause mouth cancer. There's that grid again. GM, it's not just a truck anymore. It's part of your life. Okay, come on, let's just admit it. Any vehicle you get is going to be part of your life. People are going to judge you for what you drive, and it's going to get you from point A to point B and haul everything you need. I just love how they make all of these advertisements look so ethereal. It's such mundane things. It's perfect. It's lovely. I want more. 8mm VCR. There's an 8mm VCR? All right, here we got the power hitters. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I'm already seeing something that makes me sick to my stomach. The price, not the product. WD-40, every man needs it. $1.38 for a can? Guys, 12-foot tangle-free boosters for $10. That's not so bad. Sorry, I just love to hang on these black and white advertisements. I know some of you gearheads out there like to check out this stuff too. This advertisement used to always fill my head with so many. What's going on here? Like, is she about to erase her child because the kid identifies as a bunny? No, they're all just driving home happy, but like, what's... The smile on that woman's face does not seem normal. The bunny outfit does not seem... Moving on. Check it out, guys. Touring the deep. I'm just going to hang on this for a quick second. Y'all can take in the retrofuturism. I have a deep association of love of artists and also this particular type of art. I have yet to meet an artist that can pull this stuff off. And so much in life, like in high school, I had like I loved artists as friends, as lovers, and it's interesting. You'd be sitting around in your underwear and they just start sketching something on a piece of paper, and to them it was nothing, but when it was done, it was something meaningful to me, and it's just amazing how they could just on a wall with nothing but a marker just make something so happy, so positive. They could change a little piece of nothing into something that makes someone smile. But I never knew any that could do this. Good job, good job. This must be airbrushing. All right, Kit, let's get this stuff moving. Yeah, yeah. Usually you never see anything lighting up over on this side, but there's a certain point where you felt like you were more important if you had all of this crazy stuff. One of the interesting parts of it is that all of it is it's there. It can't change. It's there. It either lights up or it doesn't. And I wouldn't dare want to turn on the Tina Turner in the back of the car, because that would put light in the back when it was dark, and then Dad would probably kill you. I like how they're honest and like, yeah, you'll probably have a breakup line there. But honestly, they probably, that's probably a photography thing. Like here, you can just barely see it, but the bars are moving down the way. What the frick's in that glove box? A laptop? Oh, it is a laptop. Wow, eye examiners. These are fun to learn about until you see the eye. And I'm like, oh, no. I can't stand horror that has to do with eyes. We have a lot of boats in popular mechanics, but I feel like boats aren't, as much of a thing as they once were. It seems to be kind of going towards polo, or if you're into boating, maybe you have a pinkies up a little bit. I'm just messing with you. I wish I had a boat. Oldies but goodies. Yeah, old school where you had the tubes. Are those tubes? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the interesting stuff. That's it for me, Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Legit, I always appreciate it. And as always, folks, take care of each other, will you?